Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever, but I recently just moved to Virginia, and so I am only back in the salon once a month, and so that is why I've been gone for so long. But I'm back with another video, and this is more of a color correction video. She's at a pretty good place with what she has. We just need to go a little bit more to give her exactly what she wants. So for her base, I did just a root touch up because she has some grays and her natural hair is a little lighter than what she wants her base to be. So it's 6N full and 4N full, equal parts from Matrix, the Logix line. And then I'm doing a low light, which you just saw. I think I put it's 6NB, something like that, from Shades EQ. So what I'm doing is I have the hair split into 4 sections just from doing the root color. I do that in 4 sections. So I'm just taking all 4 sections and doing them separately instead of, most of the time when I do balayage I combine the back two, but this time I'm doing it in 2 different sections because I want more saturation throughout the whole hair, and I want to take smaller sections so I can correct most of the hair. So what I'm doing is the bottom like inch and a half is going to be that low light because I want to add more dimension through her hair, because at the moment it's all just like this orangey blonde throughout the ends, and then she has a really dark base. So what I'm doing is I did the low light at the very bottom, then I did a little bit of a highlight, just a slice, and these are all slices. And then I'll go in with another low light. Make sure you really saturate that low light in there so there's no spotting. And then, yeah, so then I put that in a separate foil because I kind of just want, the reason I use so many foils is because I like my work to be clean and I like it to be separated, and I really am paranoid about spotting, and so I don't want the colors to mix. Now if I know that I have 2 really similar toners that I'm putting on, if I'm taking a blonde a little deeper, or I'm just toning her blonde and not highlighting, then I won't use foils with that, just because the toners I use, shades, they just blend so well and they don't mix, and so I just keep those, just move them one to the side. But since I'm working with lightener and a low light and a root color on this, I want to be completely clean. Also, it's a color correction, so I want to be able to correct as much as I can. She had dark color all over her hair, and she had been going lighter, but she hadn't ever gotten that balayage look that she wanted. As you can see, most of her ends are completely lightened, and they're just really stuck in that orange phase, which happens when you have all over color on your hair for so many years, and then you want to go lighter. I'm in the process of doing that with my sister, and I'm making a video of it, so look out for that soon. And we're trying to do the whole process, so there's going to be like 5 different appointments into one video, so that'll be interesting. But so this is really what I'm doing here too, is I'm taking my chip brush on the pieces that I'm not doing the low light on, and I am just balayaging up that. I have 20 volume developer in this. I have my Redken pH bonder and my surface oil in it as well to keep the health of the hair, because she has been lightened so many times. But we just really need to kick her out of that orange phase, because you really can't do anything when you're in that orange phase. So that's why I'm using foils as well, and a $20 20 volume developer. 20 volume doesn't seem like a lot, but once it's in the foil and I will add a little bit of heat, it does bump it up to where I want it, and it keeps the hair as healthy as possible. I wasn't comfortable using a 30 volume because she was lightened so many times. I'll say it again. And yeah, so I mainly just use 20 volume and use foils and heat. If someone's really dark and their hair is really healthy and really coarse, then I'll totally use a 30 volume, because that's the only way it's going to get through. But mainly I use 20. So that's pretty much what I do throughout the whole head, is slices. I don't take the low light up more than like her crown. So like her crown area or the occipital bone, if you want to look at it there. Up is just going to be highlights. From that down, even on the sides, I'll do a low light every other foil. That's just because I don't want to take her any darker on the ends, but I do want to add dimension, and so that 6NB or 6N low light is going to just add that little bit of movement when she wears her hair curly, when she has her hair up, straight, all that. So it's not going to be so much of an ombre. It's going to be more of a balayage effect, and that's why I do that. So just keep watching and you'll see me do the rest of her head, and then I will take you to the toner bowl. Okay, here we are at the toner bowl or the color bowl or whatever. So I sectioned out her front bang area, and then I'm doing, because I'm gonna do that last so it stays brightest. So I'm doing she has her root color on, and I'm doing like a mid toner and then an ends toner. And so what I do is I just take that and I just use 2 different bottles and put that all over her mids. I'm not combing it through this time just because, one, her hair type is one of those hair types that gets so tangly when it's wet, and there's like nothing you can do about it. You have to like wait till she's sitting up for you to even brush her hair out. So I'm just, and sometimes I don't brush their, if I'm doing just a mid and ends toner, I don't really brush out their hair. I just kind of like saturate it in my hands, and that allows it to be blended too, because it's going lower on some spots, higher in some. So I just find that sometimes I don't need to like set them up, brush them out, and all that stuff. If she was like a complete blonde, then yeah, I would do that, but since it's just an mid and ends, I'm not. And then anyway, so then I put that all through her hair and then do the little front pieces last, just like right where the highlight turns into her base color, because I want to get the ends toner as high up on those pieces as possible. But if there's like a little bit of orange right there where her highlight meets her root color, just because of how color and lightener work. And so that's why I'm just dabbing it on there and then putting the ends toner all over that piece, and then putting it all over the rest of the hair and just rubbing it together and make sure that it's completely saturated and that it's blended. And then I just watch the product, I just watch the toner to when it's done processing. And then now I'm going to style her hair. So I did a little bit of a cut or before, and I do my baseline with the hair wet. And then if I'm going to do any texturizing or layering or anything like that, I always do it dry, just because I like to see where the hair is laying, and it's easy to take out really big chunks if you do that stuff when it's wet. And so I don't like chunky layers, and so I don't do it when it's wet. I do it when it's dry. And so that's why I just blow dry it all out and then finish the cut, and then I'll finish with the style. She'll have it curled. And so that's about it. That's about the whole process. It looked super beautiful once her hair was all blown out and dried. And it was the perfect tone, a lot cooler than what she came in with, because as you saw, she came in with that like really brassy orange highlights from trying to get through that color. And now she's at this really pretty like soft beigey blonde on the ends, and with that dimension of the low light in there, it just looks so beautiful. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and follow me on Instagram at Hair by Lexi Dawn. If you're in the Indianapolis area and you want to schedule an appointment with me, you can do so over on my Instagram bio. There is a contact button, and you can just press that and shoot me an email, and I'd love to chat with you and hopefully get you in. Guys, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. you.